part of the circle of families and friends who nurture life from its earthly beginning until its earthly conclusion. Fathers' roles are changing in our current generation, and it's a challenging time to be a father. Today, we are going to hear from 4 members of our congregation. We'll hear their stories about fatherhood. We'll hear what fatherhood has been like for them, and in the process, we'll all gain a deeper view about what fatherhood can be. Let us listen with reverence and allow our minds and hearts to be opened to new perspectives on this most sacred of topics. And we'll start with Eddie Freed. And you can all just get up as you're in the order of service. Introduction.
Naveen Jain once said, "Being father has been, without a doubt, my greatest source of achievement, pride, and inspiration. Fatherhood has taught me about unconditional love, reinforced the importance of giving back, and taught me how to be a better person." At the beginning, and I'm sure at the end and throughout my life, fatherhood has been about discovering new dimensions of love. I always wanted to be a father. But before I could be a father, I had to be a partner. In the summer of 1968, I met Dorothy Claire LaFrenz. And soon I felt stirrings in my chest. Unlike any previous experience with a friend or a romantic partner, that's what love is. Married in 1971, we worked on being good partners for 15 years. Claire had a passion to become a doctor, so I put my wish to be a father on hold and enjoyed from a distance others becoming fathers. In April of 1986 and again in July of 1988, the arrival of our sons, Martin and Eric, expanded our lives exponentially. And I soon felt stirrings in my chest. It was unlike the love for my partner, or unlike anything else. It was a new dimension of love. Listing our son's successes and certainly the setbacks, there was no joy better than sharing their accomplishments, from a toddler's first steps to med school and a PhD. I tried to restrain my pride. I didn't do very well in the restraining department. And then Martin and Eric brought us their partners, their brides. And I felt a difference stirring in my chest. Could I be discovering another dimension of love? Observing their efforts to become good partners was not always easy, but certainly rewarding. The quote from Naveen Jain included the importance of giving back. Just don't confuse giving back with giving away. Being a father enabled me to be engaged in the joys and sorrows of other young people as they traverse the stages of adolescence. From hat tricks to the penalty box, from college admission to marriage announcements, from putting condoms on bananas to learning about domestic violence. You caught that reference. Working with the children of others has been exploring yet another dimension of love. Is there anything better than being a father? Well, yes, there is. It's being a grandfather. The first is the apple of my eye. We cannot spend enough time with now 2.5-year-old Penelope Freed. And now she has a gorgeous little sister, Ophelia Claire Freed. My heart is ready to burst. And watching our son Martin be a father is a delight. Whether it's our sons, our grandchildren, or supporting other children, fatherhood, for me, is about continually discovering new dimensions of love.
Thanks, Andy.
No.
No pressure. You thought I was kidding about the PowerPoint. When Reverend Jane asked me to speak about fatherhood, it took me several days to get back to it. There were a couple of reasons I was reluctant to speak. First, there was an image that I had seen once about fatherhood that I felt was pretty profound, and I wanted to see if I could find it before I committed. I found it, and I'll show it to you in a bit. Second, what do I know about fatherhood? I didn't take a class. I'm not certified. I haven't studied it. I haven't passed a test. What gives me the authority to speak about fatherhood? I was actually standing with Chris when Reverend Jane asked him to speak, and my immediate thought was, he's only been a father for a year. But in reality, he is as prepared to speak about being a father as I am. Sure, I have more experience, but that doesn't mean I'm doing it right. We all know people who've been doing a job for their entire career, and they suck at it. So isn't this the most important job some of us can do? You notice there's no fathers of teenagers here speaking today. I haven't been a big fan of Father's Day. In fact, for many years, Father's Day meant a piano recital that I had to attend and listen to many children that I didn't know play the piano while I waited for hours to play. But let's go back and start with the origin of Father's Day. Here in the United States, Ms. Sonora Louise Smart Dodd heard a Mother's Day sermon and wondered why there wasn't a day to celebrate fathers. Her father was a Civil War veteran and raised 6 children by himself. His wife and the mother of Sonora died during childbirth. In Spokane, Washington, they celebrated the first Father's Day on June 19, 1910. After decades of discussion and debate, President Johnson finally signed a presidential proclamation in 1966 saying the third Sunday of June would be Father's Day. President Nixon established a permanent national observance of Father's Day in 1972. Ms. Dodd died in 1978. I remember when I was young that Mother's Day was a day that Dad spent with the kids to give Mom a break. And Father's Day was a day that Dad spent with the kids to try and get closer to the kids. When I was a young firefighter, we had one child. I would stay home with Peregrine, and guys that I worked with would comment that I was babysitting. No, I would say, I'm being a dad. When Peregrine and I would go to the mall or the park, people would comment about me being Mr. Mom. No, I could never be a mom. I'm dad. So what does it mean to be a dad, a father? Well, here is the picture I mentioned earlier. Some people might look at this and think of sacrifice. I don't. I see it as opportunity. Opportunity to be a more complete person. Opportunity to redefine myself. There are several times when I think that the more you give, the more you receive. Being a father is one of those things. Give a little piece and become a new person. Transition to something bigger. I don't know where I got the energy to drive straight through to Augusta, Georgia with Sam. I don't know where I got the stomach to give Peregrine a shot, to watch the doctor dig a piece of gravel out of Sam's head, or sew up Peregrine's leg. Late nights, long talks, longer drives, emergency rooms, accepting his journey because there really wasn't any other option, and I will always love him. Frustration, satisfaction, excitement, pride, disappointment, not with them, but for them. Joy, happiness, sadness, and most important, memories and dad jokes. Have I done it right? I don't know. I'm just taking it one day at a time and doing the best I can. Sometimes I think of it as a force multiplier. The impact or influence I have or had on our kids will help them become the people that will influence the world, or at least other people, and that influence will spread to others. Sometimes I just think it's another day, another great day.